Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the various processes involved in change of state of matter. The different processes are melting, freezing, boiling, condensation, evaporation, sublimation, and deposition. On supplying heat to the matter, the molecules gain energy and they start vibrating vigorously. This leads to the change in state of matter. Melting. It is a physical process that involves the change of state from a solid to a liquid on absorption of heat. During the change of state, there is no rise in temperature because the supplied heat is utilized to change the state. The fixed temperature at which a substance changes from solid to liquid is known as the melting point of that solid. Example, ice changes to liquid at 0 degree Celsius. Next, freezing. It is opposite of melting. In this process, heat is liberated. When heat energy is liberated, the molecular motion slows down and molecules come closer to each other, resulting in change of state of that substance. So freezing is the process in which a liquid changes into its solid state by liberation of heat energy. The constant temperature at which this change in state takes place is known as the freezing point or solidification point of the liquid. For example, water on cooling changes into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Boiling. When we heat water in a pan, we observe that after some time, water starts boiling and finally changes into steam. Thus, there is change in state of water from liquid to gas. So, the process which involves the change of state from liquid to its vapor state at a constant temperature is called boiling or vaporization. The fixed temperature at which a liquid changes to its gaseous state is known as its boiling point or vaporizing point. Water changes into steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Condensation. You might have observed water droplets on the outer wall of the glass when ice cubes are placed in it. This is because the water vapor present in air on coming in contact with cold surface of the glass get condensed to form water droplets. So we define condensation as the process in which a substance in vapor or gaseous state changes to its liquid state at a constant temperature. The constant temperature at which condensation takes place is known as the condensation point of the substance. The boiling point and condensation point of most of the substances are equal. Evaporation. The change of a substance from its liquid state to its gaseous state at any temperature below its boiling point is evaporation. During the process of evaporation, the liquid absorbs heat from the body, therefore, it causes the cooling of the body. When we put wet clothes in the sun, they dry after some time. This happens because of evaporation. Due to evaporation, sweat from our body also evaporates. Factors affecting rate of evaporation. Area of exposed surface. Greater the area exposed, greater is the rate of evaporation. When we spread the wet clothes, they dry faster. Temperature of the liquid. More the temperature of the liquid, more is the rate of evaporation. Temperature of the surrounding. As the temperature of the surrounding increases, the rate of evaporation also increases. Nature of the liquid. Some liquids evaporate faster and some slow because it depends upon the nature of the liquid. Presence of wind. More the wind, more is the rate of evaporation. Presence of moisture in the air. It decreases the rate of evaporation. During winter, it takes longer time to dry the clothes. Next process is sublimation. The process during which a substance changes from a solid state to its gaseous state directly without changing to its liquid state is called sublimation. Substances which undergo sublimation are known as sublimates in their solid state and sublimes in their gaseous state. Example, camphor, naphthalene. Deposition. It is opposite of sublimation. The process of change of gas into its solid state without changing to its liquid state is called deposition. For example, during very cold winter, water vapor in the atmosphere changes directly to ice without first becoming a liquid. Example, dry ice. Latent heat. During the change of state of a substance, its temperature remains constant. Since the heat absorbed by the substance cannot be recorded on a thermometer, it is called latent heat, which means lying hidden. So we can define latent heat as the amount of heat required by a substance to change its state of matter without any change in temperature. The amount of heat required to change the state of matter of unit mass of a substance without change in temperature is known as specific latent heat. The unit of specific latent heat is joule per kg. Latent heat is of two types. First is latent heat of fusion. It is the amount of heat required to change a unit mass of substance from its solid state to its liquid state at its melting point without any change in temperature. Second is latent heat of vaporization. It is the amount of heat required to convert a unit mass of substance from its liquid state to its vapor state at its boiling point without any change in temperature. Graph showing change of state for various processes is displayed on the screen. So the ice which is at minus 20 degree is taken. As heat is supplied, the temperature rises to 0 degree and at this point melting begins. And during melting there is no change in temperature. When melting process is complete, then rise in temperature takes place and it reaches 100 degrees Celsius. And at 100 degrees Celsius, vaporization takes place, and again during vaporization there is no change in state. Exercise. Explain the following terms: solidification, sublimation, deposition, vaporization, condensation, melting. Second question, answer in detail. Write a short note on the factors that affect the process of evaporation. Second, show the change of state of matter for various processes using a graph paper. Here we complete the chapter 1. Thank you and God bless you.